fiber connects the two 10G SFP Plus port, the gates, 1,500 feet away with no trenching allowed. And this is where wireless bridges shine. Hi tech lovers, welcome back to Fast Cabling. So today we're solving a real-world networking puzzle. A property owner came to us with this. He has a main house and a gate that's about 800 feet away. And then security gates with IP cameras and wireless access point and other 1,500 feet away. And the goal is to get rock-solid, reliable internet and 4K video feeds to the shop and that gate. Now the twist is, trenching a cable to the gates is completely off the table because of the driveway and some serious tree roots, so we can't touch it. Now our plan became a hybrid one. We're going to run fiber optic cable to the shop where we can dig, and then use a wireless point-to-point bridge to reach the gates where we can't. It sounds straightforward, but choosing the right gear and nailing the setup is everything. Today I'm going to walk you through the entire process, the products we used, and why this combo is a bulletproof solution for challenging properties. First, the shop. 800 feet is too far for standard Ethernet. While there are long-range PoE solutions, they're often bandwidth limited. So for a future-proof, rock-solid connection between buildings, fiber is the only way to go. It's immune to electrical interference and lightning risk, and its bandwidth is virtually unlimited. And the core of this link is the cable itself. We're using a direct burial armed single-mode fiber cable. The armor protects it from rodents, and single mode means it's ready for 10 gigabit, even faster speed down the line without ever needing to dig it up again. And we got it pre-terminated with LC connector. This one is a 2-string fiber optic cable, so we have 2 string. And outside, it also has a pulling eye, which is a huge time saver. Now, to get the internet signal into that fiber, you need media converter at each end. Think of it as a translator. For this project, we opt for something more elegant and powerful. An 8-port 2.5G PoE++ switch with a 10G uplink. This switch is a powerhouse. It has 8 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port for plugging in devices, and the magic ingredient is the 10 gigabit SFP Plus port. All we need to do is pop in a 10G SFP Plus optical transceiver into that port. Then plug in our pre-terminated fiber optic cable. It has 2 string, so let's use string C. Just plug it in, and boom, we have a 10 gigabit backbone to the shop. This means the shop network isn't bottleneck anymore. And now I'm going to use a short patch cord. First connect the router to our switch, then connect the switch to our network video recorder for the video feed. The switch also delivers high PoE, which is great for powering devices, so we installed one of these at the house and another one at the shop, and the fiber connects the two 10G SFP Plus port, creating a super highway between the buildings. And here's a trenching tip. Lay the cable in a bed of sand and use warning tip above it. Remember. So now let's get our fiber optic cable to the shop. Again, we need the 10G SFP Plus module. And remember, we used string C. So let's plug it into the SFP transceiver, and now we got the 10G backbone. And since this is a PoE port, we can plug into one of the PoE port and send both power and data to our bullet camera here. So now let's get back to our big screen monitor and check out the video feed. It needs a little bit of time to zoom in, but we can see it's working perfectly fine. Now for the tricky part, the gates. 1,500 feet away with no trenching allowed. And this is where wireless bridges shine. We're using a 5 kilometers outdoor rated wireless bridge kit. Now this is a point-to-point system, meaning one unit talks directly to the other. And they're built tough with an IP65 waterproof rating, meaning rain, snow, and heat are no problem. And they have powerful directional antenna that focus the signal into a tight 30-degree beam. They operate on a cleaner 5 GHz frequency and can deliver up to 300 megabit per second, which is plenty for a few cameras and an access point. And the key here is line of sight. Even a few tree branches in the way can kill the signal. So step 1 at the property, we used a drone to fly the path from the shop to the gate to confirm the view was clear. And mounting is critical. We put one unit on the exterior of the shop and then face it directly to the other one on a tall pole at the gate and getting it above any potential obstruction, because alignment is everything. Now let's connect them. So again, we'll start at the 8-port PoE switch at the shop. We're using PoE to power our wireless bridge. So go ahead and plug an Ethernet cable from the PoE port to our bridge. Our bridge supports 2 power options, DC 12 volt and PoE. Make sure you plug it into the PoE port here, and it gives you another spare Ethernet port. Now this unit has signal strength indicated lights. You can slowly adjust the angle on the mount while a helper watches the lights or the software interface, and aiming for the strongest signal. It feels like tuning in an old school radio, but for internet. Once it locked in, it's remarkably stable. Now at the gates we have 3 devices to power: the wireless bridge, the Wi-Fi access point, and the PTZ camera. We can't just use a bunch of injectors, so the solution? An outdoor rated PoE switch inside a ventilated waterproof enclosure. Its high power PoE Plus capability is perfect here. It can deliver up to 30 watts on a single port, which is enough for our PTZ camera. Its total power budget is 120 watts, so powering all our gate devices is no sweat. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug in 3 Ethernet cable, one for the wireless bridge and the other 2 for the Wi-Fi access point and the PTZ camera. Then the switch provides both power and data to our devices. So make sure you plug it into the PoE port. Now on the side we can see it's getting power and data. And it just needs some time to connect with our first bridge. So in the meantime, let's connect our Wi-Fi access point. Again, this access point also supports DC 12 volt and PoE. And now that the PTZ camera is already connected, it's getting the power and the data. So this is our reliable distribution hub. So now we are getting the live video feed. We get both the PTZ camera and the bullet camera live. So let's recap the journey. We have a 10 gigabit fiber link from the house to the shop and a stable 300 megabit per second wireless bridge over the no-dig zone to the gates and a power hub at the gates running all the connectivity gears. The owner now has flawless 4K surveillance and full Wi-Fi coverage at the gates for guests. So it's about using the right tool for each specific challenge. If you're facing a similar split property challenge, I hope this deep dive into the planning, products, and setup give you a clear idea. Now thank you very much for joining us. don't forget to like and subscribe Fast Cabling, and I'll see you in our next video.